Hi, everyone. Hi, my triggers. This is the next episode in the adoption series, and if you want to get the full feel of what we're exploring here, I suggest listening to the first episode so you can see the foundation we're building on and the kind of emotional territory we're going to walk through together. No pressure, just an invitation. The holidays are here, which means everyone suddenly graduates from the University of Picture-Perfect Families. Thanksgiving is stretching before its big entrance, Christmas is pacing like a stage mom, and the Hallmark machine is busy coating everything in its signature sugar glaze. And adoption? Adoption gets escorted right onto the center stage, ready or not. Writing this felt like emotional yoga without warming up. My inner child was yelling, "Say it all," while my adult voice whispered, "Let's not step on anybody's feelings today." And that right there is the adoptee dilemma. You spend years managing other people's feelings before you ever get introduced to your own. Fear becomes your first fluency, not comfort, not stability, not unconditional belonging. Fear. Fear of being too much. Fear of being not enough. Fear of being inconvenient. Fear of being the emotional thundercloud in the room. Fear of losing your place. Fear that your presence comes with conditions stapled to it. And fear that you can be removed, replaced, or quietly returned without warning. Because here's the truth adoptees live with. The adoption contract isn't ironclad. It's not the lifetime guarantee people pretend it is. That paperwork doesn't promise permanence. It just promises possibility. An adoptee knows, deep down, that they can be returned. People don't like hearing that, but it doesn't make it less true. Being chosen always comes with the quiet awareness that you can also be unchosen. And then there's that famous sentence, "You should be grateful they adopted you." It comes out so casually, like someone's passing the gravy. But underneath, it's anything but gentle, because an adoptee hears it differently. First thought, did I miss the gratitude deadline? Was there a form I was supposed to sign? Is thankfulness due on the fourth Thursday of every November? Second thought, the real one. Am I in danger? Did I slip? Did I break a rule I didn't know about? Is my seat at this table under review? Biological kids don't think like that. They don't sit around wondering if they're about to be processed, like a mistaken delivery on someone's doorstep. But adoptees? We grow up knowing the fine print. Paper cuts both ways. Being chosen feels flattering, until you realize the flip side is that your spot was once empty and could be empty again. So you learn to shrink. You learn to stay tuned into every tone shift in the room. You learn to become the mood's emotional thermostat. You soften your voice, lighten your steps, and take up less space, because there's always this hovering question. What happens if I'm not the child they expected? And the part that hits hardest, looking back, is this. I never asked, why did I stay? Because children don't see choice, they see survival. Stay and perform, or leave and return to instability, hunger, fear, or worse. That's not a decision. That's emotional leverage dressed up as family structure. And I'm not throwing adoptive parents under the bus. I'm not dismantling adoption. If I adopted a child, I'd probably fall into some of the same patterns, the same fears, the same unintentional pressures. Children of divorce carry similar emotional weight. They didn't ask for the split, didn't choose the new rules, didn't choose the new versions of family loyalty, didn't choose the new house or schedule or emotional politics. They're also asking, where do I belong, and could I lose it? Fear is the emotional inheritance no one wants to talk about, and the holidays crank that fear up. Everyone is performing gratitude. Everyone is pretending they're fine. Everyone is polishing their story to look steady and warm in pictures. Adoption sits in the middle of that performance, with a spotlight hotter than the tree lights. So let me ask what people like to tiptoe around. Am I wrong? Am I out of line? Am I exaggerating? Or am I just finally saying the part everyone else avoids because it doesn't match the holiday table settings? Because adoption isn't a fairy tale, and it's not a tragedy either. It's not a miracle or a curse. It's a responsibility, one that affects everyone in the room. And I'm stopping here because this part, the fear, the shrinking, the overthinking, this is just the adoptee side. The outsider side, the side that had to earn their seat at the table. Next Friday, we flip it. Next Friday, we talk about the fear on the other side of the doorway, the adoptive parents and the biological children. Their fear looks different, but it's real. Insider fear. Fear of losing stability, losing their place, losing their version of what the family was supposed to look like, losing a sense of control. And none of these people, outsider or insider, are being honest with each other. Not the cookie honesty. The real honesty. The honesty about what you feel, what you fear, what you've held back so things don't crack open. So stay with me. We're just getting warmed up. And next Friday, we go deeper.